What makes a good Western? Is it the action-packed set pieces? The mythical nature of the setting that's well established in our pop culture? Is it the white hat, black hat political simplicity that reminds us of the fables we read as children? Or is it something else? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be diving into the most ambitious project in recent Hollywood history, Horizon: An American Saga. Directed by Kevin Costner, the film was touted as a sweeping Western epic. It had all the elements of a blockbuster, a star-studded cast, a legendary director, and a story that promised to capture the essence of the American frontier. But despite all of this, Horizon failed at everything it tried to do. First, let's talk about what Horizon: An American Saga aimed to achieve. The film was envisioned as a multi-part epic, something akin to Dances with Wolves or The Revenant, but on an even grander scale. It sought to tell a story that spanned generations, focusing on the trials, tribulations, and transformations of settlers and Native Americans during the expansion of the American West. On paper, it sounded like a film that could have redefined the Western genre for a new era. But here's the thing. Ambition is a double-edged sword. While a grand vision can set a project apart, it can also lead to its downfall if not executed perfectly. One of the most significant issues with Horizon was its pacing. The film's length and episodic structure felt disjointed, leaving audiences struggling to stay engaged. The decision to split the story into multiple parts was meant to give each segment room to breathe, but instead it diluted the narrative's impact. Instead of a cohesive story arc, viewers were presented with a series of loosely connected vignettes. With the structure that made it hard to invest in the characters or the story as a whole, audiences didn't react the way that Kevin Costner intended them to. Audiences need a sense of progression, a buildup of tension, and a satisfying resolution, elements that Horizon struggled to deliver on. The film felt like 4 episodes of a TV series poorly edited into a 3-hour runtime. Seeing as how the film is now going to be a series of films, it begs the question, was this originally meant to be a TV series? Although nothing has been confirmed, the recent fallout between Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan and Kevin Costner has brought forth the question on whether or not this was meant to be a spin-off of Yellowstone. According to Costner, he believes that the Yellowstone spin-off 1883 was heavily inspired by the then unproduced screenplay of Horizon. Overall, the structure of the film is jarringly slow, but neglects to develop its most interesting moments. Another major flaw was the character development, or lack thereof. With such a large ensemble cast, Horizon had the challenge of giving each character enough depth and screen time. Unfortunately, many characters felt one-dimensional or underdeveloped. Even with a cast of A-list actors, their performances were hindered by a script that failed to flesh out their roles. For example, Piono Sene is by far the most interesting character in the film. He is a Native American man who is fed up with settlers encroaching on his ancestral homeland. So, him and a band of his followers raid a settlement in a meaty segment of the film. Afterward, he is cast out of his tribe and he vows to do something that will make all of the settlers pay. We never see him or any of his friends again in the film. Other characters are one-note simple Western archetypes that we have seen dozens of times before in films that are half the runtime and miles better. Kevin Costner's character walks around like an old man with dementia from plot point to plot point as the world around him pushes his needless character as he goes through the motions. Despite the runtime, no character ever gets a good end to their arc. Now you're probably thinking, oh, well the character arcs are going to be completed in the second, third, and fourth movies, which speaks to a much larger problem with cinema today. Everyone wants to copy Dune. They want to make a grandiose movie with a bloated runtime and build hype for the finale. The issue lies in the fact that Horizon doesn't give you a reason to want to watch the second movie. Why should I watch the second installment to a series whose characters are aggravatingly pointless, and when we know that nothing is going to change for them in the second movie, nor the third, but instead we should wait until the fourth to see how their arc ends? If we don't care about the characters, then why are we going to watch the second movie, Kevin? Now let's talk about the direction. Expectations were sky high for Costner's Western, but directing a multi-part epic requires a clear vision and the ability to maintain a consistent tone throughout. Unfortunately, Horizon suffered from a lack of focus. The film seemed to struggle with its identity. Was it a historical drama, a character study, an action-packed Western? It tried to be all of these at once, but in doing so it lost its narrative coherence. The film's direction, while ambitious, failed to deliver a clear, compelling story that audiences could follow. But hey, if you want a full and complete story, just wait until the fourth one. Critically and commercially, Horizon struggled to find its footing. The film's release was met with negative reviews at its Cannes premiere, with critics praising its ambition but criticizing its execution. Audiences were similarly divided, leading to underwhelming box office returns. The legacy of Horizon and American Saga serves as a cautionary tale in Hollywood. It shows that even with all the right ingredients, talent, budget, vision, success is not guaranteed. The film's failure highlights the importance of pacing, character development, and a clear directorial vision as the key elements of a great film. In the end, Horizon and American Saga is a reminder that bigger isn't always better. While it's commendable to aim high, it's equally important to ensure that every aspect of a film is finely tuned. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the film. Did it fall short for you too, or did you find something to appreciate? And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth movie analysis. And remember guys, don't forget to watch some good movies this week.